You want abs this year, and I got you. But you're not gonna like me after watching this video because I'm gonna be telling you the no BS truth about how to actually get the abs that you want this year.
And my previous self wouldn't have liked me either hearing these harsh truths, but my current self, she loves it. So
let's do it. First, we're gonna talk about the most important thing when it comes to getting abs. Secondly, I'm gonna give you the most killer ab workouts of all time. And thirdly, we're gonna put it into a structure that you can use all year round to get the results that you want. And fourthly, as we all know, abs are made in the kitchen. So we're gonna be talking about food. Okay, that was great. Okay, if you have to give one ab tip, like the best tip for people who want them abs to pop in 2024.
And I like to focus on lower abs. Hanging leg raises are always fantastic. And again, you know, abs are made in the kitchen. I know that's tried and true, but it's also very accurate.
Start off with something easy. A lot of people tend to see other people doing these advanced ab workouts. Go with what works for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have the most poppin'est abs. I mean, I'm sitting next to somebody whose abs look a little better, but I'm comfortable with...
Wait, you did not point to me? I'm joking.
I don't think I had to point to her because for one, when we do ab workouts,
that's the thing.
She's still going, and we're like, we're taking break. I need a breath, and she just keeps going, and it's like.
First and most important thing to get very clear on if you actually want abs is, are you willing to do the things that are going to be necessary for you to get there? Because you can't half-ass this, and it's going to get hard. But when it gets hard, are you going to show up anyway? Are you going to keep the promises that you made to yourself? Are you going to keep putting in the work on the days where it's rainy and cloudy outside? It's raining today, and typically on those days where it's raining, you don't really feel motivated to go. And it's like, are you showing up? That is the question. If that is really what you want. And it's okay if it's not what you want, then stop being so hard on yourself about why you haven't gotten it yet. It's because you actually don't really want it. You don't want to do the things that are necessary to get it. And that's okay. Now, before we put together an ab workout structure, as well as talk about nutrition, let's talk about some good exercises when it comes to getting abs, because watch your step, people. We want to train our abs like we train any other muscle group. Meaning, there's no point in doing thousands of crunches when we can train it like we would train a bicep. Meaning, heavyweight / resistant at rep range between 12 to 30, and you want to go slow and controlled. We see so many people, myself included sometimes, going like, that may not be the best activation of the muscle, where if you were to do a crunch and you really focus on squeezing the entire time, you'll be able to do way less, but you're also going to be feeling that muscle growing in the midst of the workout. So going back to this machine, we're starting at the abs machine because here I can really show you how you can work your way up with adding weight. And I personally have come to a point in my life where I can max out the abs machine, because when I do that, I get to the point where I literally cannot do anymore. If we want to make a muscle grow, we have to take it past the point of where we previously pushed it in order for us to damage it to the point where it then can rebuild itself stronger than last time. And when I use this machine, like, I actually really focus on squeezing the muscle just for an extra second at the point where it's like tensed the most. And don't ever be ashamed to work out right next to the trash cans. It just shows that you're willing to get in the dirt to make this happen. Let's talk about lower ab workouts, because if we want to really focus on that lower part of our ab, we're gonna want our legs to be the moving parts, which a great exercise for that is the hanging leg lifts. And there's the full hanging leg lift, but to start off with, you maybe want to like go with one leg at a time like this, and then you work your way up to doing 2 and legs up like this. Maybe you go halfway with these leg raises, and again 12 to 20-30 reps for each set. But a leg lift could also be done on an incline, and once you get to the point where like 20 reps of these feel like a piece of cake, you add a little dumbbell in between your legs, because we always want to be progressively overloading our abs, just like we want to be progressively overloading any muscle that we want to grow. Meaning that for every single workout we do, we push it a little bit further than what we did in the previous workout. Yeah. So you can start off with a regular lift that is just laying on the ground. But once again, we don't want to just be swinging it. We want the back flat on the ground, and then we want it slow and controlled. Some people really enjoy the cable pushing down. Well, I was never a fan of it, but if you are, go for it. Because that, again, you can add resistance to it. So maybe it's gonna be good. If you want a little bit more of an advanced, full abs activation exercise, you're gonna wanna do the V-ups. And the hardest of V-ups is where you both lift the legs as well as the upper body. But you can start off with these little bit of lemon crunchers. You can maybe reach for the shins to start off with, and then slowly work your way up to full-on V-ups. Now, when it comes to obliques, you also can do a V-up. And here, once again, you can add weights. I have done that a lot in the past. I haven't done that recently, but you put a dumbbell in between your legs, dumbbell in your hand, and then you work the same movement. But also another oblique workout. This is gonna be too heavy, but I'm gonna try it anyway, because I like to challenge myself. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. But you know what? Sometimes we just gotta see what we're capable of. V-ups. This is a back extension bench, but trust me on this, they will be sore tomorrow if you give this a try. You can start off with just doing them like this with your hands behind your ear, and I'm actually swinging a little bit too much. You want to really make sure you're squeezing every time you come up, or add a weight. Maybe not 70 pounds, but we'll try. Okay, yeah, 70 pounds, maybe just a tad too much, but you get the point. You want to be careful in this gym because everyone's always filming. And when I'm walking around, it's like I have blinders on. I see nothing. It's not good when people are filming. Like, if we're not trying to specifically work on the lower abs, we're not trying to specifically work on the obliques, you should try this. First of all, because it's very similar to a regular crunch, but the way that we can progressively overload and make sure that for every single workout we get stronger is by, I should grab a 45, right? The issue with this is when your upper body almost doesn't weigh 45, then it's like your legs can't hold you up. Like, I need to have something on my legs so that they don't fall. But you got the point. Adding weight over your head so that we can progressively get stronger every time. I think you guys have enough good workouts for now for us to actually put a system to this thing. We got the perfect ab exercises. Now what are we gonna do with it? Well, what I like to do is I make a promise to myself every single time I show up at the gym, I'm gonna make some sort of ab workout happen. And what I like to do is pick 2 or 3 exercises that I do 3 sets of each, 12 to 20 to 30 reps of each. Now that sounds like a lot of work, but it is. And you gotta work for it if you really want this. Like, it's a commitment. And again, you can back out. You can be honest with yourself and say, this is not really what I want. This is not how I wanna live my life. But if it is, we gotta put in the work. And you know what? The coolest thing is that when we put in that work, we prove to ourselves that we're so capable of being badass and just Now, you may have seen me do these 10-minute ab workouts with the abs crew in here, and I sometimes really like to do that, and that's fine. Like, you can do the 10-minute ab workout, and if you really, as I've been talking about, concentrate on squeezing that muscle and making every single rep count, then that's perfectly fine. Do whatever you know that you can stay consistent with. If you had to give one fitness tip, what would it be?
It would be consistent. Pretty much just show up. Do it, take it day by day, but make sure you get here, because if you don't do the work at all, it's not going to happen. So
do what you know you can stay consistent with, because consistency, that is the key, and that is what we need. Ooh, we worked out. We want a snack, right?
But before we get to how these abs are actually made in the kitchen, I just want to share.
Guys, we are at the end of a 30-day YouTube video series. So if you've not been watching all of these videos, you can go back and give them all a watch. Get plenty of new knowledge in order for you to reach your goals this year, because you deserve it. It gives us so much excitement for life when we set ourselves a goal and we actually watch ourselves walking the steps that it takes for us to get there. And you deserve to feel proud of yourself, because you are badass and you just gotta prove it to yourself. And every single day during this challenge, I'm giving away a workout program for free. If you just like, comment, and subscribe, you may just have it sent to your inbox tomorrow.
Or you could just go get it yourself on my website. Now let's talk about
food. It's very important when it... I just got awkward because people were looking at me. Snap out of it, Pernella. In the fitness industry, there's this saying that abs are made in the gym but revealed in the kitchen. And that means that I can totally have myself some sour strips. I can have some chips, especially because this is protein chips, but also as long as I hit my protein needs and I stay inside of my caloric budget, I can eat whatever it is that I want. That's why I found the most incredible ways to live my life, stay lean year round, and feel really satisfied and happy. And I've made so many videos on what I eat in a day, and in this video right here, I break it down to the T. So I think you should go check it out. But trust me, if your food is out of whack, you will not be seeing them pop out as you would like to, because there's going to be a little bit of a layer on top of that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just talking to the people who want them popping abs, who want them popping out of them belly.
And well, if you watched this video where I went on a little bit of a lean bulk for a few weeks, you know that I increased my calories. And these few weeks of doing that in such a short amount of time made me see a difference in my abs. And that just shows the importance of nutrition.
So make sure you get your protein in. Make sure that your macros, as in your overall calories, are in alignment with where you want to be headed. If you're a female, for you to be able to have visible abs, you want a body fat percentage at around, I believe it's like 15 to 22% of body fat, where for men it's maybe a little bit less for them to actually be visible.
And in order for you to do this, depending on your current fitness level, you may need to be in a slight caloric deficit. But what you 1000% are going to need to do is focus on building your overall muscle mass. And by this, I mean not just focus on doing your ab workout, but really focus on working out all body parts that help you increase your overall muscle mass.
And I talk about this in detail in this video right here. So if you want to know more, you should go check it out. And if you want to know what my workout spread looks like, and you maybe even want to try some of my workouts,
stay tuned for tomorrow's video, the second last of this 30-day YouTube video series.
In there, we break it down. And even though it's raining, when you show up to the gym, you're gonna feel so amazing afterwards. Wait, did you know the sign lights up at night? I'm basically usually asleep at this time. Also, you don't need any restrictions if you're on a fitness journey. You have certain goals. As long as you stay inside of your macro budget, protein goals, there's a car behind us. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm totally making them take off their shirts so that you guys can see how fit they are.
I mean, I think what you have going on
It's amazing.
For a girl.
Yeah.
For a girl.
No, we're not even gonna say for a girl, because there's guys that don't even have that. Let's just stop.
Okay.